Hello, this is David Sweet from Sandy Toes Creatives. I'm here to talk about one of the problems that we've probably have seen if you own a polar laser from OMTech, which is how to get the USB camera to work further than the 6-foot cable that was given to you when you purchased it. Well, inherently, you really can't extend the distance of most USB devices beyond a certain distance because the signal breaks down and you need a USB cable or a booster to be able to have a powered cable to continue the signal to make it be stronger. Now, in some cases, not even those will work. It all depends upon the device you have. So I did some research on the camera that is inside my laser and found out, oh, wait a minute here. This should work with a Type 3 USB cable. So when you're going to purchase a cable for the camera, make certain that you have a USB Type 3. We're going to get into that right now, and I'm going to show you what I did to get this to work so that I could extend it up to 20 feet. Now, over here on the left is where my computer is. Over here on the right is where my laser is located. Not convenient because the distance is about, longer than 6 feet. But I've had great success in it. It works now. It's running with a 20-foot USB cable connected to the camera. Let's get into it. I'll show you what I did. Okay, this is my Polar laser. I put my laptop on top of the laser to make it easier for me. And I took the two cables here, which are the manufacturer cables that came with the laser. On one of them, for the camera, I put a blue painter's tape on it so that it's easier to distinguish which one is the camera and which one is the laser. So I'm going to connect this one here. This is the one for the laser, and I'm going to connect that into my USB there. Now, I do have a small little bridge here for me to extend my USB cables that I have on my laptop. So I will connect my second one. This is the camera. Now, getting into Lightburn, I will go over the settings on what I do within there, and we'll see how this cable works. This should work fine. It's from the manufacturer. It's the ones that came with the laser, so we should have good success on this. All right, I'm inside Lightburn right now. I connected the two cables that came with the Polar laser, one for the computer and the other one for the camera. They're both the same length. So you can see that the laser is ready. And for the camera, to go to camera controls, I select the camera that's there, and the camera comes up. There's my little screen for the camera. If I go over here to the workplace area, I can see the image there. So this shows me that that manufactured cable works great. I did, like I said, I marked the camera one with some tape. You could do the same thing. And just know which one is the camera and which one is the laser. It kind of takes the confusion out of things. So that is the original ones from the manufacturer. Definitely keep those cables handy. Now I'm going to stop where I'm at. I'm going to put on a cable extender. What I'm actually going to be putting on next will be, hold on, this right here. This is the one I talked about, which is 20 feet It has a cable extender on it for USB. This is a USB Type 2 cable, so we're going to put this one on only on the camera connection, because remember, that is the one we're trying to get extended. We'll see what happens next. Alright, we're back on with, I got the cable here, and I have an extender. Well, we're going to take this extender and connect it. So, let's see what happens. So we got the 6-foot cable that came from the manufacturer, from OMTech, and we're going to connect a 20-foot cable. This is for the camera to be able to extend further. Let's see what we got here. Laser is still working, it's ready, because that cable's still 6 feet. Now, I will pause for a moment and do something, which is I will switch the cables after I do this camera and show you that you can hook without a problem to the laser and extend it further, but it's the camera where there's a problem on extending. So up here's where the camera's at. We're going to go select it. I'm going to see what happens. This is where everyone runs into this problem. You'll sit here and go, why doesn't it work? Why doesn't it work? Well, that's because the cable's too long. So now we're going to take this off, and we're going to take this off. Now all I have left is the cable itself that came with the laser. I'm going to hook it back on. So now, this is no longer there. Okay. So now we have the original one that's on there from the manufacturer back on. And let's see what happens when I select the camera again. Voila! It's on. How do I fix this? I got an idea. Okay. This is my idea. Why don't I try this cable? Oh no, this one here is also 20 feet long. Good size distance. This is a Type 3 USB cable. It says right there, Type 3. Purchased it from Amazon, and I've had great success with this on a lot of webcams, security systems, and overall just getting the distance to go beyond what's needed other than being powered. Now, there are some of these that are extenders for USB Type 3s, even Type 2s, that are powered USB cables. Now, after looking into the camera on the Polar, you don't need a powered one. I'm going to show you when I plug this in that it works. So let me do that right now. I'm going to take this cable, undo. This is the one that came with the manufacturer. I will stick this in there. So now that's connected. And now I'm going to go to the back of my computer and put this in the spot where I have my USB. So now we got everything connected. I'll go back up here. I have to refresh this, go to from none and then back to the camera. So now we're going back to the camera. Voila! Look at that. That is the camera from the Polar working with a 20-foot cable on top of the 6 foot that's already there from the manufacturer. So you get about 26 feet of cable length here. I recommend this to be purchased for the Polar. Go through Amazon, because if it doesn't work for you, you can always return it. I just know that I think this will solve your problems on the Polar not functioning for you on the cable length for the camera. It works great for me. I use this same cable here on all of my lasers from OMTech. I haven't had a problem with them, but I did have a problem with my Polar only working 6 feet. Man, that just was so frustrating. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I plan on making a lot more. Once again, my name is David Sweet. I'm from Sandy Toes Creatives from Clearwater, Florida. I'll talk to you later. Bye.